This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com, featuring Anabay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anabay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
It's KFI AM 640, and you're listening to The Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
Hey, before we get into our next story, we have a young lady, a young girl, who has graduated from preschool. Her name is Aspen Christie, Chris Christie's daughter. He is the reporter for ABC, flies around on a Channel 7 helicopter all day, giving us great reports. So, Aspen, if you're listening to the radio, you have a great dad. I've never met your mom, but I bet she's cool, too. But you're the best thing, Aspen, that's ever happened to your dad by far. He talks about you all the time. He loves you more than anything in the world. So congratulations on graduating from preschool, and good luck in what comes after preschool?
First
kindergarten?
grade. Or kindergarten.
Kindergarten, right?
Yeah,
Or
kindergarten.
TK? What's TK? TK is for is like I think it's like when you're born. If you're born between like September and December, you go to TK, and then if you're really unstudly like me, you do preschool again. I did preschool. I loved preschool. I did it twice.
So you deliberately,
Well, my mom said, hey, she goes, you had a good time in preschool. I go, oh, yeah, I love preschool. You want to do it again? I go, yeah, that'll be great.
Don't listen, Aspen.
Yeah, no, Aspen, you want to get moving in life. That's a great name for a kid. Aspen, that's
It's
a great
such a pretty name.
Oh,
she
that's
is a little
fantastic.
cutie, too.
Yeah, she's great, and she's got great parents.
Yes.
And, man, I am so jealous because I remember when my daughter was that age, everything I did with her. Everywhere I took her to Home Depot, I took her to Lowe's, I took her to Walmart. Everywhere I went, I took her to work every day. And then I would spend the whole day with her and then take her to work, and my wife would come over and pick her up right before I went on the air and take her home. We spent every day together. We'd go to the zoo. We'd go everywhere. And that Chris Christie does the same thing. So I'm very jealous that he has that young kid like that. But anyway, congratulations to Aspen Christie. Good luck in kindergarten. All right, we have Kraft, who is one of my favorite brands. I don't know if people know that or not. Maybe you do. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, oh, you didn't know that? Yeah, I'm a big fan. I like Oscar Mayer, the mac and cheese.
I knew that.
Like they have Kraft mac and cheese.
Yes.
Velveeta. Have you ever get a hold of one of those bricks? Oh, man. Those are beauties.
The best.
Oh, any cheese you don't have to refrigerate is top shelf with me, man. You just stick it in that drawer and eat it whenever you want.
They say, liquid gold.
That's right. But they also have that Capri Sun, or is it Capri Sun?
Capri Sun.
Capri Sun. Kool-Aid. They do Kool-Aid. Jell-O. When's the last time you had Jell-O, Bellio?
Surprisingly, not that long ago.
Really?
It's so delicious. I love Jell-O.
You swish it around, or you just like eat it cold? I don't know. It's kind of an odd.
Swish it around. What does that mean?
You put it in your mouth, you swish it around until it all melts.
Probably. I've done a little bit of both.
Take it in big chunks, just swallow it whole.
Or you
That's
slurp
right.
it.
It's always fun.
Or put a little cream on it. That's really good, too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's odd. Grey Poupon. They do Grey Poupon. Lunchables. If you love salt, Lunchables is your move. Man, it's about 900 times what your salt intake should be in just like 2 bites. Philadelphia cream cheese, they do that as well. So it's a big brand. But the biggest one, I think, is their ketchup still. Heinz ketchup is top shelf. If you walk into a restaurant and they have ketchup other than Heinz, they're not really worried about quality. And I would pass. But they're going to change their food. They're going to take away all the artificial dyes, which means the ketchup may not be red anymore. It might be like a yellow, whitish, sort of like a pus color, which I think...
Did you have to do that?
Yeah, it might turn people off, right? Maybe. I don't know. Let's find out more because the whole world is changing. And Kraft, General Mills, is taking out all their artificial dyes.
Iconic products like Kool-Aid and Jell-O poised for a new look.
Whoa! Yeah!
As the push to ban artificial dyes in U.S. food products.
God, I've heard that noise coming out of the men's room. Yesterday, I was in the men's room and I heard that.
Whoa! Yeah!
As the push.
Who was it?
I don't know who it was, and I didn't want to mention this on the air yesterday because he's not here today, so I think I can mention this. But in the men's room here at KFI, the lights, I don't know why we've decided to save 9 cents on the lights in the bathroom, but that's the move of management, and I'm not going to argue. But the lights are on a timer. And so when you go into the men's room, they're on a 25-minute timer. 25 minutes. And then they shut off. So I walked in the bathroom yesterday, I don't know, like around 5 o'clock, and the lights go on. All right, I'm okay, nobody's in there, lights go on, nobody's been in here for 25 minutes. And I'm using the urinal, and I hear, oh, thanks, man.
What?
And I'm like, what? You say, oh, thanks, man. Got dark in here. I'm like, wait, you've been sitting here for 25 minutes? And then Matt Money Smith comes in, and he's in the urinal next to me, and then I say to the guy, I said, really? So you've been in here for 25 minutes? He goes, yeah, I've been in here for about a half hour. And Matt goes, a lot of guys don't like that. I go, what do you mean? He goes, when you're talking to a guy who's going to the bathroom, a lot of guys don't like that. I said, I know, but I didn't bring it up. He brought it up. He's been sitting on the can for more than 25 minutes. The lights went out and it's pitch black in there.
How did you find out about the 25 minutes? That's what I want to know.
Because I've been told that. I don't know if that's true or not, but I've been told if you want to get in and out of there, you got 25 minutes to do your business.
I think there is some truth to that because the main lights, out in they go off after a while if there's no movement.
Yes.
So I think that's true.
When I come in the morning to fill in for Amy King on KFI's Wake Up Call at 3 a.m, it's pitch black in here, and it's so eerie to walk down that long hallway, and the lights slowly pop on.
Oh, that's great.
As you're walking down. It's straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
It really is.
Oh, that's classic. All right, so Kraft is going to change the color of their food.
Whoa! Yeah!
As the push to ban artificial dyes in U.S. food products gains momentum. Industry giant Kraft Heinz pledging to totally remove artificial dyes from its products by 2027 and replace them with natural versions when...
Oh, my God, natural versions. But what is a natural version of hot dog? I don't know. Or cream cheese or... there's nothing better than Kraft macaroni and cheese. That 99-cent box or $1, whatever it is. And everybody makes it differently. Some people boil the noodles and then add the butter first. Some people make the sauce first and then add the sauce to the noodles. There's about 900 different ways to make it. My wife makes it better than anybody. Man, when I go home and I see that empty box on the counter, I know I'm in for a real treat. I am very easy to please. 99-cent box of macaroni and cheese, and I see that empty box. I get very excited. And I used to be able to down the whole box. And now, as you get older, you're like, I don't know. It goes right into my veins. Probably not good. I have high cholesterol anyway. Maybe I shouldn't eat an entire box of macaroni and cheese.
Just got to push past it.
Yeah, I've tried to do that. I've tried to wiggle around to settle my stomach. What's his name?
Joey
Chestnut. Yeah. And that didn't seem to work. I remember I went to Del Taco and I got 3 tacos. I normally only have 2. I got 3. And then I felt hungry after that. So I got 3 more. I had 6 Del Tacos. And I was shaking my stomach to settle it so I could have the extra 3. And that still wasn't rock bottom, man. I don't know. Can you all, Stefus, you're always a good barometer here. Can you knock off an entire box of mac and cheese?
100%.
There you go, girls.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
I pre-recorded that commercial read for the cruise because I had to go to the bathroom, and Heather didn't know it, so she was talking to me after that read, and I was sitting on the toilet, and she's like, "Oh, those cruises are great." I'm like, "Yeah, they're great. That's unbelievable. I'm not on." But you went on an Alaska cruise, right?
I did 2 summers ago. Yeah, it was awesome.
A week, 2 weeks?
We were gone for 7 days. Yeah, we flew we flew into Seattle.
Yeah.
And actually went to Seattle a few days early to do some exploring. And
You're not a gambler?
I'm a big gambler.
You don't get there the day of
Oh,
the
that
cruise?
kind of gambler, yeah.
I love those guys. The whole family arrives at. They get into Miami at noon, and the ship leaves at 3. And they're like, "Yeah, well, we got 3 hours of buffer. We're cool.
No way.
And then the luggage is missing, and then they get traffic, and then the ship is gone.
No way. You can't do that. I don't like to do that, and my husband doesn't either. He would be so stressed out because he likes to get there early and go right to the buffet.
Oh, good.
And like start having the snacks and start immediately relaxing.
That is great.
Yeah.
I love. I've been on 2 cruises in my life,
Where'd you
both
go?
with my mom. How about that?
Oh, that's fun.
Is it?
Were you younger or was it?
I was 15 the first time.
Okay.
Or 14, and then the second time I think I was 17 or 16. But my mom was a life master in bridge, and so she's one of the world's greatest bridge players. And so she taught people to play bridge. So she would go on the cruise for free, and she could bring a kid for like $100 or so.
That's cool.
And it was it went to Alaska for 2 weeks. We left out of Long Beach and came back to Long Beach, and it was 2 solid weeks of being on the ocean. It was great. I love it.
And so you did go to Alaska then?
Yeah, Alaska, Canada, Sitka, Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, the whole run.
Did they have the Paul Bunyan Lager guys up there?
Yep.
Did they do that show?
They did.
They must have been doing that forever.
We were on the Skagway train up through the Rockies, the Canadian Rockies. And here's how long ago it was, though. It was long. It was on the Royal Viking Sky, which doesn't exist anymore. And it was so long ago. They used to have a cannon on the front of the ship, and they would shoot a cannonball into the glacier to make it fall apart so we could see that.
Oh my gosh, you could never do that now.
You would get arrested.
You would get arrested. Don't
immediately
mess with the glaciers.
Yeah.
Well, my husband used to work for Princess Cruises, so we've been on a lot of cruises because they give incredible employee discounts.
Yeah, they said they can trace cruising back as a popular way to travel to the Love Boat.
Oh, yeah, that was the original. That was a princess ship.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they were very proud of that fact there. But that was a princess ship. I just remember we went on a dog sled run. Did you know you could do that? The dogs that train for the Iditarod stay in Alaska in several like kennels and stuff
didn't know
there.
that.
Yeah, and they
life.
Yeah, right. You could go on an excursion, and it's part of their training. They haul tourists around.
Are there wheels on it? Because there's no snow up there.
No, it's wheels. So it's like a training sled for the summertime.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And these dogs, they live for it. They just love to run. And then you got, all these buffet-filled tourists that they're just hauling across, myself included. I was like, I'm worried these dogs. But it was so cool to watch them like run and pull you around. So like
I haven't been for a while. Is there food 24 hours a day?
Oh yeah.
You can always find something.
You can always find something. And if there's nothing, like if the buffet isn't open for whatever reason, you can always get room service. There's always food available.
And room service is free?
No. I think you have to pay like maybe a little bit of a surcharge. Maybe it varies by ship. But on our ship, they had like this international dinner where it was private, like tucked in behind one of the dining rooms, and the table like lit up and was interactive with the table. And they had this whole like video presentation around us. It was really cool. And it was my daughter was 10 at the time, and she had a blast. We sat out in the hot tubs watching Alaska sail by.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
This is how long ago I did it, though. One of the activities on board this ship, the Royal Viking Sky, was skeet shooting.
Oh.
And so they would launch a skeet off the back of the ship, and you would shoot it with this shotgun that they gave you.
I've always wanted to do that.
And I tried. I was only about 14. They gave you the shotgun. They didn't say it had any kick to it. And it almost broke my shoulder, and I fell right into the captain, and he went down.
Really?
Yeah.
You
and
just
he
took him out?
didn't get up immediately. He was in his 70s, and he went down hard, and he hit his head, and he was down for a while, for like 20 minutes while they were like working on him, like, oh, I don't know who's going to dock this thing.
They're like, we're gonna need you to step up and start.
I killed the captain.
And then
true story.
then you had to sail the boat.
That's exactly right. But anyway, if you want to go on that cruise, that's going to be cool. It's a year from now. It's July 21st of next year. So go to conwaycruise.com, get on the ship, and we'll cruise together. We'll have a lot of fun. It's all you can drink, so it's going to be wild.
incredible memories, honestly. It was such a blast.
Memories for a lifetime. ConwayCruise.com. ConwayCruise.com.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
Do you remember that story that came out, I think it was last year, maybe a year and a half? What was that, Belly? Was that a year and a half, 2 years ago? The nudist colony?
It was last August.
Last August. Okay, not even a year ago. Where there's some kind of nudist neighborhood.
Ranch.
A ranch. All right. Yeah, somewhere in San Bernardino, I believe, or Riverside area.
Redlands.
Redlands. Okay, San Bernardino. Redlands, San Bernardino. And guy went nuts and killed his neighbors. And nobody really knew what it was all about. It was kind of odd. Well, now that it's gone into court and we have testimony, we now know why this man snapped and he killed other nudists. I don't know if he was nude when he snapped or they were nude. I don't know the clothing situation, but it was a big story. It was a big story in Redlands. Guy snaps and wipes people out.
This is all coming out in courtroom testimony as revelations. A lot of them going through here as different people are testifying in the case. Now, as you remember, this was at the Olive Dell Ranch, the nudist resort out in Riverside, or San Bernardino County, rather. Now, according to the Redlands Daily Fax, several neighbors testified in this, including one person who actually was in custody with the suspect. The video you're looking at here is when they actually had to rip his home apart to be able to find him, who he was in the basement. Now, according to testimony from inside of the courtroom, the suspect snapped after the victim offered him a hot dog of all things.
What? I've had people offer me hot dogs all the time. I haven't wiped them out. I enjoyed them. I think my reaction was, hey, thanks, man. That was a good dog.
The victim offered him a hot dog of all things.
That's it. He snapped over the offer of a hot dog.
According to the testimony in the courtroom reported by the Redlands Daily Fax, apparently that was the final straw. The suspect in this, Michael Sparks, said that he felt that was a dig at him, saying that's all they thought he was worth.
Oh, my God. This guy's got some problems. Just eat the hot dog. All right, put a little chili on there. Oh, that's good. The Hoffy hot dogs with chili, a little ketchup, some cheese, really fine grated cheese. Oh.
Said that he felt that was a dig at him, saying that's all they thought he was worth, was a $1 hot dog. Now, as we reported, there were other issues between the neighbors, including a tree that had draped over onto the property. The Redlands Daily Fax also reports that there was a generator that was widely disputed by the two neighbors. Apparently, according to neighbors' testimony, they had frequently had issues with each other.
Okay, I'm going to say this again. If you live in Los Angeles or Riverside, San Bernardino, San Diego, almost anywhere in California, if you like your neighbors, never move. There are millions of crazy people in California, and you don't want to live next to somebody you hate or hates you or is crazy. It ruins your entire life. You always have to be cautious about what you say around them, what you do. Are they coming out? Are they going to be watering the lawn and getting and throwing crap on your house in odd moments? Are they going to be smoking and the smoke's going to come into your house and you have to fight them over that? If you like your neighbors, stay where you are. Don't ever move.
There was also a text message that went into court.
Okay, this text message is wild.
There was put up on a screenshot there, and in one of them, somebody reaches out to the defendant saying, hey, I see what's going on in the news. Is everything okay? He responds saying, it's me committing suicide today. Take care. Bye. That person, according to this text message, responds and says, wait, what's going on? Where are you? He responds, chopped up my neighbors, didn't know I had it in me, snapped.
Oh, my God. What did he do?
Chopped up my neighbors.
Chopped up my neighbors.
Didn't know I had it in me.
Didn't know I had it in me.
Snapped.
Snapped. Wow. It's like that Carol Baskin song. Remember that thing from COVID?
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snacking. What's happening?
Carol Baskin. Yep, he chopped them up.
Chopped up my neighbors. Didn't know I had it in me. Snapped.
I bet he was a fan of that.
Baskin. Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen. Fed them to tigers, they snacking. What's happening? Carol Baskin.
And I'm watching a guy do a dance to that on TikTok. Guys dancing to TikTok songs never looks great. If that's you and you put that out, I'm just being honest with you because you don't have friends close enough to you to tell you. I'll tell you. Uncle T-Bones will tell you. Guys who dance alone on TikTok, whatever the song is, unless you're, I don't know, 18 or 19 in great shape. But this guy looks like he's, in this TikTok, he looks like he's 45. And he's dancing alone to this song on TikTok.
Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. Can't convince me that it didn't happen.
Haven't you done dances solo before?
Zip it. Did you hear me?
I did.
Yeah. But Bellio used to convince me to do these stupid things. And to put them out on video. And I always fought her. And then I think I was drinking too much and I finally did one. But I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't voluntarily do it. I went kicking and screaming. But I'm doing it, for, KFI.
You're dancing ironically.
Yeah, that's right. That's perfect.
Which one was it you didn't like?
All of them. Yeah, none of them.
Ew.
But I especially this song.
Fed them to tigers, they snacking. What's happening?
It was odd. All right, what's going to happen to this guy here? He cut up his neighbors.
Chopped up my neighbors. Didn't know I had it in me. Snapped.
Whoa!
Again, that was all from the courtroom testimony in San Bernardino County, where he is facing these double murder charges as a result, according to the testimony and according to investigators as well. After he allegedly killed his neighbors, he dismembered their bodies, put them in the basement of his home, and then drowned their dog in a sink.
Oh my God! What's going on with this guy?
And then drown their dog in a sink.
Drown the dog in a sink? You know, kind of anger and what kind of a mental, midget you've got to be to drown a dog in a sink? And I guarantee you dogs fight that, kicking and screaming. That's horrible. What a horrible image that is. Oh, that's just terrible. I hope this guy does a long, long time in prison. And maybe he's going to a nudist prison.
And then,
unbelievable.
You're listening to Tim Conway Jr. on demand from KFI AM 640.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.
The Stanley Cup ended last night. The Florida Panthers beat the Oilers, which is great news. And then one of the guys who played for Florida, his name is Alexandra Barkov, really great player. Well, he grabbed the Stanley Cup and he brought it home. And then at 5 a.m., when he was done partying with all the players, he walked around his neighborhood in Florida, ringing doorbells to show them the Stanley Cup. This is great. Let me play the audio if I can here. This is Alexander Barkov going up to a Ring camera and hitting it to show people the trophy. And he's standing there with the Stanley Cup, probably drunk out of his mind. He's got a couple of buddies with him.
Yeah, they're gonna be here. It's coming. Well,
and they're carrying the Stanley Cup with them.
Out or what? Yes, he's coming. Yes. Throw your legs on. Dog out here. You asked for this. You asked for it.
All right, that's unbelievable. Man, oh man. The toughest trophy in sports to win, the Stanley Cup. And Florida beat the Oilers to win it last night, 5-1. All right, we have some serious news here. The Iran-Israeli deal is taking off and getting crazy. The United States, not in it yet, but might get involved. Let's find out what's going on. That's a big, big deal in the world. Huge. And we don't know. We don't know.
Now, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei has warned that any U.S. intervention in the conflict with Israel would be met with serious consequences. He said they do not respond to threats and they will not accept any imposed peace or war. This is an unprecedented aerial war fought across hundreds of miles. Overnight, a barrage of Israeli missiles streaked across the skies of Tehran, taken out by Iran's air defense system. Iran retaliated with another wave of its own missiles. Sirens blared here in Israel, warning they were on the way. Then intercepted in Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, and the occupied West Bank. With their cities under fire, Iranians are counting a steadily escalating human cost. And while Israel is able to inflict far greater pain on Iran, it has not been immune to it. 90-year-old Bella Ashkenazi and her husband Chaim were asleep in this apartment block near Tel Aviv when an Iranian missile smashed through it on Sunday. Bella did not survive the strike and was buried in an emotional farewell.
She's amazing.
Ashkenazi's granddaughter Shani Buana told us her grandparents were both too frail to keep going to their bomb shelters.
I wish I could turn back time and to take her to the safe room.
You're very stoic about this new war that Israel is engaged in, but it's also taken your grandmother.
I'm going to miss her a lot, but I still think that we need to do what it takes to stop that threat.
Now, Israel has advised its citizens to remain close to bomb shelters, and the U.S. Embassy said it will be closed from today until Saturday.
You know, Israel is a very small country. It's the same distance. If you were driving in California and you started in Santa Barbara, if you drove from Santa Barbara to Tijuana, that's almost the exact same amount of miles it is from North Israel to South Israel. It's very tiny. There's 10, 11 or 12 counties in the United States that are bigger than Israel. San Bernardino is one of them. San Bernardino is 2.5 times bigger than Israel. 2.5 times bigger. And so you understand how, small it is and how much, controversy has been over in that area for decades and centuries. And now the United States might get involved because we're the only ones in the world, I believe, with these bunker bombs that weigh 30,000 pounds. And we have the only planes in the world that can deliver them. And we might be getting dragged into this.
Let's imagine diplomacy doesn't work here. Let's imagine the U.S. actually decides to take a shot at Iran. What would that look like? And I guess what can the U.S. do that Israel hasn't done already? Like, what would we add?
Yeah, it's important to remember what the Israelis have and what they don't have. Outside of Russia and China, the United States is the only country in the world that has bombers. And to have the kind of capability, to have the weapons that can penetrate layers of dirt and rock and get to buried sites like we know is there at Fordo underneath the mountain. And we know there's actually a new site that's under construction just south of Natanz. So you have these very deeply buried nuclear halls where there are centrifuges whirring around, enriching uranium to the point where it can be turned into a nuclear weapon. And so the Israelis can't get deep because they have small-ish fighters. The U.S. has B-2 bombers that can carry this weapon that's known as the Massive Ordnance Penetrator, the MOP. The MOP is about 30,000 pounds, and it can go up to about 200 feet down.
Wow.
That's the key here. The U.S. sort of holds the key to really destroying the Iranian nuclear enterprise. What the Israelis are doing...
and that's like when Israel says we need U.S. help, they don't mean like we need extra troops. They mean something like that.
No, they need somebody who can bring in heavy ordnance that's going to get down and destroy the nuclear enterprise within Iran. Because right now what the Israelis are doing is what they call mowing the lawn. They're setting back the nuclear program months. Not years, not yet years. Maybe eventually they'll get there. But without the ability to get down deep to where those centrifuges are, the nuclear program will survive in some form that could be reconstituted.
And the United States is sending over cruise ships and airplanes to try to evacuate any Americans that are in Israel. There's 70,000 Americans right now in Israel. And they have no way to get out because there are no flights out of Israel. So they're going to charter planes. I don't know if they're going to charge people for this. I don't know. You never know with America. But they're sending over a boatload of planes and a lot of cruise ships to try to haul Americans out of Israel. So this is going to dominate the news for quite some time. If you turn on the news, immigration and ICE and this story in Iran and Israel are basically 90% of the news going on right now. All right, we are live. When we come back, Matt Money Smith will be on with us, hopefully, to talk about the Lakers. He used to work for the Lakers. Bellio worked with the Lakers, and now they've been sold. So Bellio and Matt Money Smith are out, and they're no longer working for the Lakers because of the big sale. We're live on KFI AM 640.
Conway Show on demand on the iHeartRadio app. Now, you can always hear us live on KFI AM 640, 4 to 7 p.m., Monday through Friday, and anytime on demand on the iHeartRadio app.
This Labor Day, say goodbye to spills, stains, and overpriced furniture with WashableSofas.com. Featuring Anna Bay, the only machine washable sofa inside and out, where designer quality meets budget-friendly pricing. Sofas start at just $6.99, making it the perfect time to upgrade your space. Anna Bay's pet-friendly, stain-resistant, and interchangeable slipcovers are made with high-performance fabric built for real life. You'll love the cloud-like comfort of hypoallergenic, high-resilience foam that never needs fluffing, and a durable steel frame that stands the test of time. With modular pieces, you can rearrange anytime. It's a sofa that adapts to your life. Now through Labor Day, get up to 60% off site-wide at WashableSofas.com. Every order comes with a 30-day satisfaction guarantee. If you're not in love, send it back for a full refund. No return shipping, no restocking fees, every penny back. Shop now at WashableSofas.com. Offers are subject to change and certain restrictions may apply.